Welcome to These Are the Blades of Our Lives, the figure skating show where I talk to you about figure skating like it is drama for our mamas. European is happening right now, and I thought I would do a very quick prediction on how I think it's going to play out. But honestly, there's so many in the women discipline uh, who's competing at European who either are injured or are coming back from injury. So I find it's going to be very hard. It's an open discipline where any one of these women could take it. And I would say the same about the men. A lot of the men are coming back from injury or are injured. So it's going to be very difficult to say who's going to win it and who's going to be on the podium. But starting with pairs, and right off the bat, one of the main competitors in pairs, Sarah Conti and Michaelo Marci, they will not be competing here because Sarah actually has an injury, so they had to pull out of Europeans, and they were one of the favorites to actually, medal at Europeans. So based on that, I would have to say I think Minerva Hayes and Nikita Volodin are going to win here if they go relatively clean. I think second place will be Anastasia Meltenkina and Luka Barilova. Third place, I have like a three-way split. The foremost person for third place probably is Maria Pavlova and Alexei Strinchakov. If they don't perform well, I could also see Anastasia Van Pilar and Luke Digby maybe on the podium. And then also, I can also see Annika Haki and Robert Knall. If they also manage to perform well and others don't, they could be on the podium. Then for like the top six, I'm thinking maybe Gabriella Izzo and Luke Meerhofer, definitely Rebecca Gelati and Filippo Ambrosini. Their side-by-side jumps aside, everything else about their skating is quite fabulous, so they should definitely make it in the top six. And then the rest of the field, 10, 12 to 18, we'll probably see Kamil Kovalev and Pavel Kovalev. They might make it into the top 10, top 12. I am also looking forward to some other pairs like Anaxa Volamos and Tom Bouvard. Huge twist. Very young pair, but I think they definitely have the potential of breaking into the top 10, top 12. As for men, this is more what I would like to see than what's actually going to happen. I feel like what the judges are going to do, they're not going to call any of Daniel Grasso's jumps, which they should, and he's probably going to win European. So I do think he's going to win European because the judges are just that generous to him with the jumps. But that's not what I want to see. For me, how I would like this to play out is for Kevin Amos to win, Alexander Selevko to come in second. You know I'm all about that Prince short program. Then Lucas Brucci in third place, followed by Matteo Rizzo, followed by Nikolai Mamola, then Denis Vasiliev, and after Denis Vasiliev, I would put Daniel Grasso, then Adam Hagara. That's how I would like for it to play out. That would be my ideal top 8. And then also some other skaters that I feel who could make it into the top 8, top 10. Mikhail Selevko, possibly. Ern Wheeler, this young skater, is just fabulous. Just aesthetically, everything I love in a skater. His jumps, of course, are all over the place because the skating deities hate me. But his spins, his musicality, everything just wonderful. Definitely Francois Pitard might make it into the top 10 if he's clean. Nika Gatse is probably going to be in the top 6, top 4, but I wouldn't have him past top 12 because he only jumps. And sometimes those jumps are not pretty. Those would be the skaters that I think would be in the top 10 to top 12, with the podium probably being Daniel Grasso, Kevin Amos, and Alexander Selevko. But for me, the podium The top 6 would be Kevin Amos, Alexander Selevko, Lucas Bucci, Matteo Rizzo, Nikolai Momola, and Denis Vasiliev. That would be my ideal top 6 at European. As for dance is so interesting. Not in terms of the first and second place, because I think first and second place is pretty set in stone unless they completely implode. It's for that third spot. The way I would see it playing out is Laurence Fournier-Boudry and Guillaume Cézanne would probably win here if they're relatively clean. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to be relatively clean. Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson, they're going to have that home advantage, that home court advantage. They're definitely going away with the silver. My ask is, will Charlene Gunnard and Marco Fabri be able to make it on the podium for that bronze medal? Or will IM have a complete podium shutout? And if they do have a complete podium shutout, who's going to be the third team to knock the Italians off the podium? So for me, I would definitely say Olivia Smart or Tim Deek. I really love the Reimagine Dune Part 2. I think it's a fabulous program. The judges really like Allison Reed and Seleuce Embrolets-Vilis. They have 2 of the better packaging and programs of the season. Then there's always, of course, one of my favorite, Evgenia Leparova and Jeffrey Bassard. They could definitely sneak in there, especially if they're wearing a red outfit to the I'm Blue soundtrack. One pair that I would love to see in the top 6 is Julia Tequila and Mateus Verlus. Unfortunately, they've been injured all season, so they haven't really been in front of the judges that much, so it might be difficult. But the way I'm seeing it, it's probably going to be Laurence Fournier-Boudry and Guillaume Cézanne, followed by Lila Fair and Lewis Gibson. Then Charlene Gunnard and Marco Fabri will probably take the bronze medal, just because I don't think the ISU wants to deal with the backlash of keeping them off the podium. Then I would say Olivia Smart and Tim Deek in 4th place, Allison Reed and Seleuce Embrolets-Vilis in 5th, Evgenia Leparova and Jeffrey Bassard rounding up the top 6. And then for like the top 10, I can definitely see Julia and Matthias, maybe Lucia de Mergat and Theo Lemercier. They could definitely be in the top 8, top 10. Definitely Katerina Maskova and Danielle Maskev. They can also be in the top 10. Natalie Teleshlova and Philippe Teschler. You guys know how much I love this pair, but unfortunately, this has been a very difficult season for them, but I could easily see them in the top 10. I know the judges will probably put Diana Davis and Gleb Smokin in the top 6, but Diana has a flat edge, and I'm not putting her anywhere beyond top 12 at European. I'm sorry. Then probably in the top 12, we could see like Yuka Orihara and Yuno Perinen. Maybe we can see like Phoebe Becker and James Hernandez. Maybe they'll manage to sneak into the top 10, top 12. And probably Jennifer Rensburg and Benjamin Steffen. Those kind of skaters might manage to make it into the top 10, top 12. We'd have to wait and see. Now, the most difficult discipline for me to guess would definitely be the women, only because so many of these women have been out most of the season injured, or they're coming back from injury. If I would just go by the skaters that have been consistent and are mostly not injured, for me, this is just for me, I don't think it's going to happen, but I pray that it does. I would say Laura Naki Goodman to win the gold, followed by Anastasia Gabanova for the silver, Luna Hendricks for the bronze, Kimi Rippon in 4th place, Nina Pezzaroni in 5th place, Anna Pazita. I know she hasn't done that well this season, but you know I love me a girthy jumper to round up the top 6. Also, who could possibly make it in the top 6? Nina Petrokina. She wants to come back and defend her title. She possibly could. Laureen Chal. Those jumps, as crazy as they could be, she manages to land them. So definitely those skaters could be in the top 6. Then from like top 10 to top 12, I could see Lida Kerherman, maybe. Top 12, maybe Ekaterina Karakova. She's always a fan favorite. Lena Serna, maybe in the top 12. Josephine Taljagad, I would love to see her in the top 10, top 6. Absolutely love this skater. You know, maybe Serena Hoos might make it into the top 10. Nikki Warries might make it into the top 10. There's lots of skaters who are just out in the French that I could see on the top 10. But for me, top 6 would be Laura Naki-Goodman in first place, Anastasia Gabanova in second place, Luna Hendrick in third place, Kemi Rippon in fourth place, Nina Pezzaroni in fifth place, and then Anna Pizzetta in sixth place. But then again, a lot of these skaters I have not seen all season because they've been injured. So I really don't know how the women are going to play. It could be anybody's game. I think it's going to be a pretty open field for Europeans, for the women. This was my quick prediction for the 2026 European. You guys let me know in the comment, who do you see on the podium?